Hey guys, Llama right here, and welcome back to another model kit video review. Today, we're going to be looking at something a little different than normal. Typically, we only cover Gundam or Gunpla and Dragon Ball kits. But today, we have this figurized standard Bandai Uzumaki Naruto. So here's the box. Spoilers, like always. Getting to the accessories right off the bat. This kit comes with a lot of extra stuff, so we're gonna go check all that out right away. First up, as always, you have your instruction booklet because this is a model kit. If you don't know what a model kit is, it basically means you build it yourself. So these are the instructions for that. Alrighty, this kit comes with a lot of extra stuff, as I mentioned, and you'll see all of it laid out here before you. So, yeah, this comes with more than you would typically think that a figurized standard Bandai kit would come with, which is pretty cool. However, despite this kit being released a while ago, this is still, to my knowledge, the only kit that has ever been released for Naruto, the series from figurized standard, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to have some other characters like Kakashi and Itachi and Sasuke, Gaara, but for now, unless they release some new ones soon, this is all we have. Getting right into the extra stuff, we have a big old sprue with a bunch of stuff still on it. These are all joint pieces that go unused, so if any of your joints get messed up, you can just replace them. We also have a stand, which is really cool. Right now I have it in a specific configuration with an attachment to hold the kit itself on, and this keeps popping out. But it also comes with a whole lot of attachment pieces that you can use to put all kinds of crazy stuff on. I'm not really gonna go into that in this video because there are an insane amount of options for that. But yeah, just know that you will have options to store things. But here's the base. It's got its little adapter on the back, so it plugs into the kit, and there's that. In addition to all that, you also get a sticker sheet. Yes, this kit requires stickers. Sucks, but that's just the way it is. You'll see that there are 3 options for eyes on the sticker sheet that are still on there. These are just different ways to, display his eyes. But it doesn't come with multiple sets of eyes. It comes with an interchangeable face, but obviously that doesn't give you enough options to use all of these. So that's a bit unfortunate. I myself didn't use any of the stickers for the eyes. I left them as they were, but if you wanted to use the stickers, you can. In addition to that, you also have a little Rasengan ball that he can plug into his alternate hands. Those being these 2 open palmed hands that have little posts in them. So, with this little peg, you could just plug it into the palm of his hand, like so, and he can hold the Rasengan. He also comes with an adapter piece right here for the Rasen Shuriken, and to do that, you're just going to want to split the Rasengan in half and reassemble the halves on either side of this. When you're putting it on, you'll notice a little notch here, and there is a little post sticking out of the side. That notch goes into the post, and then on the other side, you will do the same, and just make sure you have that lined up when you put it on, because it only goes in one way. It'll snap into place like so, and there you have it. Now, once you have the Rasen Shuriken, you are also going to be using this little adapter here, and that plugs into this little hole on the underside, and that allows it to clip onto his arm so he can hold it. Also, it's just loose enough so you can technically still rotate it. It's off-centered, so it's a little weird, but you can technically have it spin, and that looks kind of cool. More adapters and such that are included are these two chakra stabilizer type deals. These are supposed to emulate when they use chakra in the show to stick to walls and walk on water and stuff. And that just plugs into the bottom of the foot and attaches to the ankle. They both have magnets on the bottom, so you can put them on the side of your fridge or whatever it is you want to have Naruto walking on. Of course, it does come with two of these. However, because of what this clear plastic is made out of, one of mine did in fact break out of the box. So that's something you definitely want to be wary of. It's nothing a little bit of glue won't fix, but just to be, a little cautious with that will help you a lot. Aside from all that, we have two other alternative hands that are closed fists. I also have a pair on the kit itself, and those are the sign wielding hands. And then you also get this face right here. This face is a more neutral face. It doesn't really have much expression. It's more of a determined face. And I much prefer the face that I have on the kit right now. Now that all that's out of the way, here is the kit itself. As you can see, I have the alternate hands on him right now, so he can wield the signs, so he could do his jutsu. Bringing him a little closer, you'll also see the alternative face that I have on him, which is a more smiley face right here. So he's a little happier. I'm going to go ahead and switch out these chakra hands for now. One of them is bent upward and one of them is straight, so that you could get that signature pose with his hands there. For now, I'm just going to put the closed fists on him so that the hands don't distract from what's going on. And those pop on pretty easily with just a peg. But as for the kit itself, he looks very cool. A lot like the show. He's very accurate to the source material. The sculpt is pretty good on this guy, but something you'll probably notice is the sculpt is also broken up pretty badly in the arms due to it having to articulate in those elbow joints. So you got these big, ugly joints in the front that are really gappy and really visible, and that sucks, but they do give you a nice double bend. This figure itself, this kit, has a lot of problems when it comes to breaking sculpt. If you try to move almost anything on this kit, it will break the sculpt. If you don't know what that means, it basically means breaking the picture perfect-esque pose that they intended. So right now this would be pretty much how they would want it to look. But if you do something like rotate the arms, it creates this gap in the top here, this cutoff that you can see better from the front. The biggest problem this has is the legs here. For some reason on mine, this leg right here is very loose, and if it comes undone, it becomes really floppy. You probably could tighten that somehow, but I don't know. It's very, very annoying. I know a friend who also has this kit who has a pretty big problem with it as well. But it's an okay kit for display. I wouldn't really recommend using this kit to actually do any play with. I wouldn't recommend many kits to do that with, but this one in particular is probably not one you would want to handle a whole lot. But it is very articulative. It's got a double ball joint and butterfly joint system here in the shoulder. It's got a cut rotation here, a double bend in the elbow, ball joint and peg rotation in the wrist. It's got a hinge forward, which kind of makes it weird in the back because it breaks up the sculpt again. It's also got slight rotation back and forth in the hips. The joints pull down. You could also use this ball joint here. The ball joint is very tight itself. It's the hinge that's loose, but it makes a really nasty creaky sound. Also, because of that joint being so loose, I can't really, it looks awkward no matter what I try to do with that. You get a really deep single bend, which also breaks up the sculpt. You get a little ball joint in the ankle as well. You can rock the neck back and forth, and there is a ball joint in the head. The bandana piece right back here is on a rotation peg. It will pop off if you rotate it a whole lot. Also, this piece is extremely thin, so please, if you do get this kit, be aware of that, because this I could see breaking very easily, and there is no replacement piece for it. Other than that, like I said, the kit looks very good. It's got pouch on the side and a pouch on the back. It's got the red logo here, which is a sticker. It's got this little bit here, which is also a sticker. This wrap on the leg, also a sticker. And oddly enough, the ankles just before the boots are also stickers. It is not fun to wrap stickers around a cylindrical object, so be aware of that also if you get this kit. My watch just went off, but other than that, it is a very nice looking kit. I do enjoy it. Again, I would really only use it for display, but keeping that in mind, it is definitely a pretty good kit. If you want to make use of that stand and its adapter, this little pouch back here on his back pocket here does come off if you can get your fingernail in there, and that reveals this big old post. And that big old post I have attached to the stand at the moment. Here it is. This stand also keeps coming apart. And you could plug this into that little hole where the pocket was, and if the stand would cooperate, you could use it to just have him stand in here doing something. Oh my god, this stand sucks. So theoretically, using the stand, you can get him in a pose, but it's really, really awkward, and this stand is not ideal for any type of posing. It falls apart way too easily, and when you do get it posed, it doesn't give you any range of posing potential, and it just sits there. And none of the adapter pieces seem to help much with any of that. So, unfortunately, this stand is kind of useless other than having him in a normal front-on standing pose. To attach the Rasen Shuriken, we're going to put one of them open palmed hands on with the port in it. And we are going to place it in the peg on his arm like that. And this is going to basically just show us where this goes. But that's where the normal Rasengan goes. And if you wanted to, you could have him hold it like this. It is awkward to do it that way, which is why this adapter exists. But to use the adapter itself, if the Rasengan didn't come apart, Naruto, I don't need this anymore, just get out of my life. Okay, to display the Rasen Shuriken, you're going to take this. There are little tabs right here on the arms, and this is going to clip into those tabs. And it's just going to fit loosely over, well, extremely loosely, over the wrist right there. There it goes. Now it's snapped in. And once you have that, then you're going to take your Rasen Shuriken and you're going to position it so that this hole goes into this hole and this hole goes into his hand, and that's going to give you your more stable Rasen Shuriken. Again, if you want the Rasen Shuriken to spin, you just won't put this adapter on. This adapter is more for having stable posing, which Naruto does not want to do at the moment because of the weight of this thing. There we go. But yeah, so that's how that looks. The wall/water chakra works in the same way, where there's just this clip adapter. This clips on to the ankle, and then there's a little peg that goes into the bottom of the foot. But I would recommend carefully taking this peg off first. Then you can plug the foot on, if this will line up properly. Come on now. There's a specific peg here as well that you need to get lined up for this to work. And it is a pain because I cannot see it. There it goes. So once that on, then move this leg out of the way. Then you're going to take the little clip piece. Again, you don't have to. This is just to make it more stable. But after that, if you want it to be more stable, you'll plug in your little ankle clip. And as you do that, you will align it with the ankle and do your best to clip it on there. Like so. So now you have this little thing here, and of course this will allow it to stand on a metal surface because it has that magnet in it. Lastly, if you want to swap out the faces, it's like most other Figurized kits where you just go behind the ears and wiggle forward until the face comes off. You're left with absolute nightmare fuel, and then you replace it with the other face, and that's how you do that. Anyway guys, that's about it for this video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button down below to show me that you did. As always, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content that comes to the channel, especially if you like model kit reviews like this one. As my last verdict on this figure, The quality control on this kit is extremely bad. But again, if you want a figure to just sit on your shelf and look neat in one pose, this is your guy. Especially if you are a Naruto fan, being this is the only kit for Naruto. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.